When I first heard about lockdown, I felt really anxious and concerned.
It's made up of lots of small communities. It's always been known as resilient. We realised probably the week before lockdown that something significant was going to happen. I think the main concerns from people that we were hearing about were access to shopping, access to food. Some people didn't have money in the house and had someone to do their shopping, and access to medication.
Lockdown came really quickly. I think it just parachuted upon us. I'm really proud to say here in Merthyr Tydfil that our third community sector organisations were already responding.
Having a strategic response was really important because for us, we were really concerned about ensuring there was cover right across the borough, that we didn't have any cold spots where people couldn't access what they needed.
The Welsh Government released the Voluntary Sector Emergency Fund that was funded from Comic Relief. That's really helped funding get to the grassroots, get to people where they need it.
Voluntary Action Merthyr Tydfil is a county voluntary council. It's part of a network of support across Wales for third sector organisations. We put a call out for help. The responses just came in so quickly. Once we realised the volume of the services we were getting coming in the offers, we did what became known as the spreadsheet, and it became the go-to resource. Everybody totally repurposed their services almost overnight. They turned on a sixpence.
We are a community project based in the heart of Merthyr, and we are to give people better life chances. When we first heard about lockdown, we were concerned about the young people. You know, could they do their homework? Are they being safe in the house? Older people in isolation, health and well-being, mental health. There were lots of complex issues out there. 2,500 people just come to this building weekly. So when COVID hit, they just went into their homes and they were in need. We had one of the biggest grants from the WCVA to support people. And what we did was we linked in with the local authority, with the councillors, and we basically distribute food across the whole of Merthyr Tydfil, from Aberfan to Pant to Dowlais. We realised as well there was also younger people who required support, and what we did, we got 40,000 books out to children across the whole of the borough in partnership with businesses and councillors.
So we have just over 4,000 homes in Merthyr. We started talking to our partners and our community agencies, and what we wanted to do as lockdown continued was to make sure the groups that were doing amazing work in our communities could continue to survive. So we simplified the grant process and made cash quickly available to those organisations so they could continue to send out food parcels, welfare packs, engage with lonely people. That was a really important thing for us to do.
Gethig in particular is a very close-knit community. There's generations of families live here, so there's a real good, strong sense of community and ownership.
We're an organisation that is about developing people's potential and providing wellbeing activities. We had to completely repurpose everything we were up to, providing virtual support, either through technology or through the telephone or in outside spaces, but also then being receptive to what the needs were. Our catering enterprise became a meal delivery service for people who were shielding and started then to deliver food bags, prescription, welfare calls. We delivered to 200 households every week, and each household had 3 bags. We also escalated our meal delivery. So then we started with just 25 meals a day. That went up to 100 meals a day, and that was to people across the borough who were shielding older people generally, or people in poor health. When we delivered the food, we were also able then to have social interaction with people, and for many people that was the only person they saw all day. So for them it was excellent. It was a way of structuring the day and having something to look forward to. I think we're really proud of the fact that we've brought everybody together and there's a real sense of ownership and collaboration. That's been great, and it's really felt empowering for the organisation but also for all of us.
We're a youth club, a community centre and a support line. The community garden is about bringing people together in the outdoors, and it gives everybody purpose, it gives everybody ownership over it.
Just somewhere you can come and connect and engage, because through this COVID, everybody's sort of disengaging, and it's not healthy because, you know, we need to connect.
Last week we were just shoveling some compost, and this week we are making beds for the polytunnel. I've suffered a lot with my mental health in the last few years. You know, meeting new people in the community, contributing to the community to give me a sense of purpose again.
It's going to save me this winter, because last year was really depressing. But this year now, there's a bit of hope and there's plenty of projects now for me to get involved with, which is great.
What I'd really like to take away from this is the strategic partnerships that we've been able to build up, both with the local authority and with other local groups. The response to the sector has been absolutely amazing. Nobody could have done it without them. And it just shows the power of the little people and when communities and community groups can come together.
You know, it's been an emotional journey, and I think we still are learning from it and developing, because it's, you know, it's evolving all the time, isn't it?